Welcome to the live stream. Today we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Uh, if this is your first time joining our live stream, our daily live stream, I definitely want you to introduce yourself in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from, and we'll do our best to answer as many questions as possible for you. The purpose of this live stream is to come on and to educate and inform people and to give them the information they need to take their business to the next level. So I got a lot of stuff in store for you guys. It's going to be a very short live stream today, maybe 30 minutes. But I definitely want to provide as much value. So let me go ahead and drop in the chat where you guys watching from. Also, and if you can do me a favor and share this video to groups or people you feel like this is impact and that can provide value, that would be greatly appreciated. So Thursday we're having a training, a free training, teaching you how to do multiple deals a month. If you're interested in that, click the link in the bio, sign up for ASAP. It's definitely going to be a ton of information, a ton of value. I definitely want you there. So, like I said, where you guys watching from? Um, I think Aaron, if I'm not mistaken, looked like somebody you tried to call us. So we had a message from you. So let me know if anything we can do to help you, brother. Just send a message. I'm not sure what that's about. But appreciate everybody. Like I said, it's going to be an awesome live stream right now. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of different stuff. But the main topic today, we're going to be talking about. Just give me 1 second. Wait, no. We're going to be talking about the current status of the real estate market, right? So, what's the current status of the real estate market? What does that mean for you, and how could you benefit from it, right? About 8 months ago, the real estate market was a very, very aggressive seller's market. Everything was booming. You literally had to offer overpriced. I've seen investors offering sellers, well past 75% ARV for their properties, cash that need a ton of work. And unfortunately, these are things called market cycles where the market turns back into different favors of buyers and what we call short-term corrections. So every so often, every 2-3 years, it changes. So I remember when I first started really getting into real estate investment back in 2015-16, it was a buyer's market. Uh, you had people buying deals off the MLS and flipping them and wholesaling them. You had people getting deals off the MLS and just rehabbing them. The rehabbers didn't really depend on wholesalers as much because they still could buy deals off the MLS. It was a lot of banks and stuff liquidating a lot of properties, still properties from like the 2008 to 2012 period that people went through a lot of financial hardship. So it was still a lot of inventory on the books, and that was a big opportunity for people. I say now, it's definitely becoming a buyer's market again. I see that inventory is slowing down. I see the days on the market is really high. So, you had properties that was listed and sold within the first 45 days of being on the MLS, right? Which is crazy because typically it take you a couple of weeks to get your offer. You got to go through home inspection, blah, blah, blah. So you're looking at 60 to 90 days to from list to sold. So now, like, I'm seeing stuff sitting, 60 to 90 plus days before they even get an offer. So where you come in as a wholesaler and how you can benefit is to understand multiple strategies, to understand what the buyers are looking for, and to understand how to be creative. So I think even for me, going into now it's 2023, it's the third day. I think adding a lot of creative alternative to your real estate investor arsenal would definitely lead to more deals. But you got to be careful, even when you're doing the creative stuff, saying to people, "Hey, I'm going to pay your mortgage. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that for you." When you yourself personally are not in a financial situation to do that, so you definitely want to be careful making sure that when you go into these subject to deals, these owner finance deals, that you have the financial backing to be able to cover these things. Now, like I said, the current market conditions is a little wonky, but like I said, you are able to negotiate quality deals. So just refresh your buyers list, because the buyers from a year or two ago, criteria has changed. I definitely say create an initiative campaign, guys, where you're reaching out to your buyers and just seeing where they at with things, right? What's their criteria, what they got going on, what they're looking to buy in the next 6 months. Just ask them, say, hey, bro, I got you on the phone. What's your buying strategy for the next 6 months? What are you planning on doing for the next, 5 to 6 months? Are you still going to be flipping real heavily? Are you going to be buying rental properties? All that. And just create this internal survey. So create this internal survey that you ain't got to be obvious about, but you just want to take a feedback on things to say, yo, this buyer said the same exact thing this buyer said, and I'm pretty sure they know each other. So this is what I need to do, right? So you want to make sure that you're talking to the actual buyers that's buying deals currently, and that you're not talking to people that was doing things 2-3 years ago. That's a big impact on you. Another thing you could do is go call up your hard money lender. Say, hey guys, how much capital you planning to deploy this year? Like, what's your interest rate? What you got going on? Hard money lenders have Facebook groups too. They have meetups too. They have lunches and things you can join and attend. So you definitely want to be very attentive in what's currently going on, so you can understand how to get in where you fit in. Also, reach back out to all the REO agents. The bank's starting to load up liquidating properties and foreclosure. Now, this is a perfect opportunity where you can get out here and roll your sleeves up and literally go door knocking before the auction dates, all of this type of stuff. So there's plenty of money to be made. You just got to redefine what your strategy is for 2023 and what you're willing to do. Like I said, there's a lot of people pushing an novation thing. I'm subject to. I don't know nothing about novations, but I'm not telling you don't go study it. Go find somebody that knows what they're doing with it, and see if that's a fit for you, right? So obviously, if a person had a hard time selling on the MLS themselves, and you're trying to lock it up and go sell it for them, like, I doubt if you get way more traction. So there's probably a back end formula to what is a perfect novation, just like a wholesale deal. What is a perfect wholesale deal? So that being said, understand what's your current market. Let me pull up some stats for you really quickly, just so you can kind of get an overview of what we look at. You know what I mean? You can look at you can do this stuff yourself. You know what I mean? And it don't really cost you much or nothing, but you definitely want to make sure that you understand it. So I'm going to show you exactly what we do to really make a sound decision. And do me a favor, guys. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me share my screen. Present. Share screen. Chrome tab. So listen. So you can go to a simple site like redfin.com, and this is how we make sound decisions of where we want to, spend our hard-earned money for our skip tracing credits, virtual assistants, hourly rate to cold call. All of that stuff adds up. So as you're looking at your campaigns, you want to see, okay, what's the medium sales price, right? So, the medium sales price is right up on the 400,000. It's up 0.2.5% year over year. But here's something that caught my attention. The number of homes sold, right, is down 35%. So you have a lot of more inventory sitting than normal, right? And that's letting you know that the market is cooling down, right? And then obviously, the Fed, they came in and kind of like, raised the interest rate up about 3.5 points. So you have interest rate, the national 30-year fixed mortgage is about almost 7%. So, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people who bought these $300,000-$400,000 houses and they paying, $2,500 a month, payments. That's good for them. So now they're saying $300,000-$400,000 house, you're probably paying like $3,500 to $4,500 a month. So for us, we're just looking to see what areas and what markets are still hot. So top 10 metros in the United States, with the fastest growing sales price. So as you see, I see majority of the eastern seaboard, right? Port St. Lucia, Florida, which is an amazing place, right off of the I-95 corridor. Miami, Lee Acres. Um, I don't really do deals. I never done a deal out west like Arizona. I'm always on the East Coast. Is 80% of the United States population is on the East Coast, and the other 20% is Midwest, West Coast, which is crazy when you look at the statistics. So number one, Naples, Florida. Then you got Palm Bay, Florida, Charleston, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. What is that telling you? That's telling you a lot of people are moving from these expensive cities. A lot of people are moving from places where they don't have enough tax incentives. A lot of people are moving from cities that's overcharging for property taxes, all that place. So Florida, South Carolina is definitely attractive. But if you look, the majority of this whole top 10 is majority Florida. So you got 1 city, 2 city, 3 city, 4 cities, 5 cities. Literally half the list is Florida, far as the top 10 metro cities that's with the growing sales price, which means basically there's not a crazy price reduction and stuff, not sitting on, all of that stuff. And then we just looking at, like I said, what is the average time a house is sitting on the market currently? This is national, so it's 37 days, right? And then how many people actually putting houses on the market? Newly listed 361,000. That's down 25%. So what does all of this stuff mean for you as a real estate investor? It means that the market is cooling down and people are being very conscious and aware of the decisions that they're making. So you're in a situation to become a problem solver. So I definitely say learn how to listen to people and sit at their kitchen tables or sit on the phone with them to bring solutions to their problems, right? We all made bad decisions over the years. I mean, they printed a lot of Donald Trump money, then Joe Biden printed money, and, you have this hyperinflation. So at the end of the day, you're going to see a lot of people who can't afford to live in a house that they bought 5-10 years ago. So that's when you come in and you have a great buyers list, you have a great relationship, you know what the lenders will lend on, you know what they won't lend on, and that will put you in a situation where you can do 3 to 5 deals a month considerably. You know what I mean? Also, top 10 most competitive cities, right? What does this mean for you? Fayetteville, North Carolina, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Omaha, Nebraska, Anchorage, Alaska, Buffalo, New York. So you have a whole bunch of data at your disposal for free where you can study this stuff and understand and know exactly what's going on, And then, like I said, what people moving to, right? A lot of people are moving out of California. So look, a lot of people leaving California, the expensive cities, New York, Washington, D.C., Chicago, they're moving and they're going to these other places that's tax-free, these tax havens, state taxes, economic friendly places where the lawmakers are business savvy. I'm not saying that they know business, but they have a lot of people in their ear that probably know business and they do the best things, and they're in the best interest of people that own and manage businesses, real estate, all of that great stuff. So look at this again. So you have a lot of people coming back in. Once again, you see Florida all over this list, and then Texas. What do all of these places have in common outside of San Diego, and I think Arizona? Nevada, no state taxes. Florida, no state taxes. You know what I mean? So Texas, Dallas, Texas, no state taxes. So people are waking up and they're getting smarter and they're moving. And then a lot of these cities have tremendous job growth. A lot of these cities have plenty of opportunities. A lot of these cities have nightlife opportunities where there's a bunch of nightlife, tourists, restaurant industry, hotel industry, attractions, all of that stuff. So, Orlando, Florida, Disney World, Universal Studios, Miami, Florida. They have a whole entire financial district. They have beaches. They have all of that good stuff. Las Vegas. They have the Strip. They have casinos. they have stability. You know what I mean? That stuff been around since the 60s. What else? So like I said, I didn't even read all this, but I know the information. So home buyers are looking to relocate to affordable areas, especially in Florida, amongst high rates. So when you're doing your marketing and you're spending your hard-earned money um, on this type of stuff, you want to make sure that if you're a virtual wholesaler, you're going to go chase cities and areas where people are going to. Why is that important to you? Because ultimately, the fix and flippers are serving a market where people want to buy affordable quality homes. So that's why even in Texas and Florida, the market haven't really slowed down when it comes to people buying vacant lots, people buying fixer-uppers, people buying bank-owned properties and all of that good stuff. So you want to make sure that at the end of the day, you understand this information and that you're going over this at least quarterly. As you pull all your major lists and you're making big decisions about which state, let's say, for example, you decide that you want to reevaluate the areas that you're marketing to, this stuff should come in handy for you. You know what I mean? You should make decisions based on this. Just by me showing you this, you should be focused on Florida, Texas, probably Arizona. You know what I mean? Maybe California. It's still plenty of money to be made in California. Even Central California. You don't have to be off the coast of California. To Malibu and all them places to kind of do deals. So I definitely say look at that type of stuff and then just focus on your sales training. I had somebody text me. A couple of people reached out to say, yo, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. What should I do next? 80% of your problem is you don't know what to say to your customers. You don't know how to follow up. You don't know how to build rapport. You don't know how to properly listen. So it's not like a transactional market where, okay, you got a great house. I can over offer you all this money. Here's the contract. No, you literally have to build relationships, cultivate relationships to be able to make sure. So that's one of the biggest things I want you guys to understand. Follow the data, follow the information before you start to spend your money on all these lists and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Look at what's going on with the current housing market. Look and see what people spend their money on. And that's when you, as a real estate investor, can really capitalize on that. And like I said, I would be focusing on um, no equity type deals, especially in places where people probably can't afford to live there anymore, and you can get a little creative, and then just reach out to your buyers list. That's all I got to tell you for today. Reach out to your buyers list and just create these relationships with people. 2023 is going to be the year that you have to get outside your comfort zone and create relationships with everybody, even if you're an introvert. It's definitely important to build and maintain quality relationships with people so that way you'll know exactly what is they looking for, what they want, so they can become an even better customer to you. So focus on acquiring as many cash buyers on your list as possible. Once again, I will build my database outside of a lot of these platforms. I'm not really a big fan of sharing my buyers list with different databases and things. The whole point of having a buyers list is exclusiveness, so that way you can be sending deals to your buyers and they feel like that's the only, you're the only person they're really working with. Versus somebody who's sharing the same database, they see all your deals, they can literally go behind your back, and if they got a better negotiating skill, talking piece, take all your deals. Um, Put a little something else on top, and then say, "Hey, this is what I'm offering for this deal." Then come back to you and say, "Oh, I got a buyer," and work it that way. So that daisy chaining thing you would be definitely exposed to. And then a lot of people who can't find deals this year and who's really struggling to really build a predictable business, um, they're going to become vultures. So you have to protect your business by building an internal database of quality buyers, as well as just understanding exactly what type of sellers that you're going after. Do we have any questions before we get on out of here? Yo, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. Uh, it's an amazing day. If you don't have any questions, I definitely say look more into this. I will post this actual article link in my bio just so you can check it out. But it's definitely important that you guys understand this stuff. This is the stuff that the big investors, the hedge fund people, the people with money look at before they start to open up these marketing campaigns and wasting their money. Like I said, Thursday, we're having a free event where we're teaching you a lot of this stuff in the back end. So if you're interested in coming to our event on Thursday, just text us or just go to the link in the bio and we'll help you out as much as possible. Any questions? Any questions today? What do you guys got planned for the rest of the week? How's your New Year starting so far? How's everything going for you guys? Hopefully, you guys are hitting your goals. You pulled a big list, like I told you to do the other day. You're reaching out to your cash buyers. You're creating these relationships. You are working at a high level, and you're not just doing the same things you did last year. But you're, starting to run really fast, and you're, hiring great people. Hopefully, you got you some good VAs. If you don't have no VAs, go ahead and hire some VAs right now, so you can be able to call and talk to as many people as possible. Let me stop sharing. Yeah, so like I said, understand the information, the market conditions, the data will literally set you apart from everybody. Like you'll be probably in the top 1% of all marketers or wholesalers once you understand this information. Because most people, they just go blindly and pull a list and then just call when they should be going to go chasing working areas where it's showing significant opportunities to make money. You know what I mean? So we're going to get more into this in details. Tomorrow we're going to be covering a whole lot too. So I definitely hope to see you tomorrow on tomorrow's call. Like I said, we go live every day between 12 and 1. There's no set exact time, but it's definitely between 12 and 1. Today we went live at 12:45, and we'll be back tomorrow. Do you have any questions before we wrap it up? If you want to book a call with us and you want to start a business from scratch for far as real estate wholesaling, or you want to really automate things and get things going, or you just been struggling for the last 12 months, I definitely say head over to my website, CEO929.com. Book a free consultation call with us so we can figure out what's the best way to help you and how to put you on the map. So this year, you can be coming out swinging and working really hard. Also, yeah, bro, book your call if you're at work. You know what I mean? Go to the website, book a call so me or somebody on the team can get on the phone with you to answer any questions you may have. Also, make sure that you are coming to our Thursday event. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be giving out a lot of good information to take you to the next level. I'm recording another YouTube video giving you my opinion on different softwares, just updating my list of tools and hacks and softwares for 2023. So I'm testing out a lot of different softwares just to make sure that they're functional and what we recommend, since we have a lot of clients who hire virtual assistants or hire us and they want to know what's the best softwares and tools for themselves. So we're working on a couple of tools and softwares that we like, and once we compile the best tools and list of 2023, we will post that onto my YouTube page, as well as probably snippets to my Instagram page. But I definitely want to make sure that I'm providing as much value to you guys as possible. Now, if you're just joining the live stream, we talked about the market conditions. I gave you my feedback on different areas and what you should be doing and how to really pull your listing and to improve the areas that you're virtually wholesaling. So if you want to go back and watch the replay after this end, you definitely can do that, and making sure that you're putting yourself in the best situation possible. But in the meantime, book a call with us right now. Go to CO929.com, book a call, so we can discuss what we can do to help you get to the next level. Any more questions before we get on out of here today? I definitely want to make sure if you have a question, if you're struggling, if you haven't something you want to talk about, just let me know. So yeah, we got Dallas, Texas, Massachusetts in the house, I really appreciate you guys. We're going to be doing a live event, I think probably February 2. It's going to be called Outsourcing Live. If you really want to learn about scaling with virtual assistants and taking your business to the next level, we'll have a link available. Tickets will probably be pay what you want, just because at the end of the day, we know that everybody can't afford to come to these type of events. So once we drop that information, we'll let you know. Also, we're going to be doing a leads challenge, showing you how to generate more leads, how to take your leads to the next level. So if you're interested in that, once again, that's probably going to be a pay what you want to. So a couple of our events, maybe our first 2 or 3 events, going to be pay what you want, just because at the end of the day, we want to make sure as many people as possible can afford the opportunity to come to these events and learn a lot of information. Um, I booked the call on Friday. You book a call on Friday, this Friday or last? Let me check for you real quick. Sorry, guys. When it comes to our customers, we want to make sure that we really take care of them, make them happy. Uh, this Friday, Friday the 6th. Um, what is the best way to form relationships and get deals in front of buyers? So yeah, I seen you fill out the form too, Muhammad, on our website. The best way to form a relationship with buyers is just to call people, and introduce yourself to them and let them know what you do. So you can go on Propstream and pull like a flippers list, and then individually manually skip trace them, and then say, "Hey man, this is Antoine. I'm giving you a call. I see that you flipping a house on 33rd Street. And I was wondering, are you open to buying any more houses in the next 30 to 60 days?" And take your conversation from there. Yeah, I'm looking to buy a house in 30 days. Okay, great. Let me ask you a few questions real quick, just so I won't be wasting your time. What type of finance are you planning on using? Cash, hard money, blah, blah, blah. Um, how many deals could you buy at a time? What's your criteria? Is there a certain price range, a certain zip code, certain bedrooms, baths, certain layout? And then build your buyers list based on it. Put it on a spreadsheet with some drop downs, and then you can create these different databases where you can go in there and pull people based on a certain criteria, and then send them text messages and stuff. So just create, like I said, create relations with them, call them, make it personable. Don't just be an email person, just emailing your buyers without talking to them. Get on the phone with them and introduce yourself and have a genuine conversation with them. And I guarantee you'll build quality relationships. You only need 5 solid buyers in each market. Honestly, like if you have 5 solid buyers, you can move majority of your deals. You know what I mean? Because usually the first 2, 3 phone calls you make is gone. But the problem comes down to when you have investors who overpaying for deals, or let's say for example, you lock up a deal for 80,000 when you really should lock it up for 65. So most investors looking like, you're wasting my time. You don't want to take the time to learn this business. Why should I even pick up the phone for you or read your email? So that's the biggest thing about relationships, is to understand what people's criteria is and respect their time and their privacy by sending them only things that they're interested in. And if there's something that's a little outside their criteria, at least be a man or woman enough to pick up the phone and call them and say, "Hey, um, I know for a fact that uh, this might not be in your criteria, but I definitely think there's something I just want to run past you." You'd be surprised. They might say, "Yeah, you know what, I do it," or "You know what, I don't know," or whatever the case may be. So hopefully that answers your question, Muhammad. He said at 12. I'm checking my calendar now. Yeah, I think this you, 7 Legacy Holding LLC. Yeah, I think this you because it's at 1. Okay. So we'll talk to you Friday. If you need to talk sooner, just reach out to us and we'll try our best to talk to you sooner. Any more questions, guys, before we get on out of here? No problem, no problem. Like I said, just take the time to pick up the phone. People respect people who take the time to actually call them. Technology and automation is great, but it's nothing like a genuine conversation with somebody, especially if you're trying to build a relationship with them. Also, we have an acquisition training. We're giving a crazy discount, literally 70% off. If you're interested, text me acquisition manager training to 202-335-3322, and we'll get you signed up. So that way you can be locking up and closing more deals. 202-335-3322. Other than that, guys, I'm going to stop it here. I'll wait one more minute, get your final questions in, and, I see you back tomorrow. Like I said, we're going live every day. This is one of my big goals. We're going live every day, Monday through Friday, all the way until the end of the year, and to try to help as many people as possible and to impact as many people. Sometimes I may bring people on, but majority of the time it's going to be me talking to you guys. But I may bring people on here and there for you. And really answer as many questions for you as possible. But other than that, I catch you guys. I appreciate you. Follow me on Instagram at CEO929 and book a call. The best thing I can tell you if you're trying to get to the next level, book a call with us and see what we can do to help you. Just waiting on that one last question, 30 more seconds. So like I said, free masterclass on Thursday, January 5th. We're going to be talking about the formula to get 3 to 5 deals a month consistently. Go to CEO929.com/325 deals with an S. So CEO929.com/3 to 5 deals with the S. Make sure you register. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting subject tomorrow. So make sure that you're saving this. Hey, guys, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do me a favor and subscribe ASAP. I really appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram, too. See you tomorrow.